right, well, Stanton-Essex holds on to tonight, 54-40. They win over Sidney here tonight. Here now with Nolan Grubbin and Jacob Martin, a couple of big contributors here tonight. And guys, obviously to start us off, they made it a little interesting there in that second half. But you guys stick with it. You get the win here. Just your thoughts and takeaways here from this one.
Yeah, we jumped on them early and that was good. We got the. You beat the onside kick right away?
I believe we got the onside kick after we scored right away there. But then in the second half, they kind of jumped on us and showed that we really have to tackle legs and get low and wrap up.
So obviously you mentioned a 24-0 lead there at halftime. What did you kind of feel Nolan was kind of working there for you guys offensively there in that first half?
I mean, really anything was working. I mean, they had a really good defense. I got to give credit to them, but I had a lot of time when I was back in the shotgun and I was scrambling. And kids were moving. They were running the routes at first, and once they see me scrambling, they did a good job getting to the ball, so that was really helpful.
Yep. So obviously, Jake, a big night for you. You get over 160 yards on the ground tonight for you. Just kind of speak to your performance here this evening.
You know, obviously my linemen are doing a great job up front, but coming out of the backfield, Simon Showalter, lead blocker for me, running all the way up and down the field blocking for me. He does a great job.
So you mentioned Showalter. Who are some of those guys that were making some space for you there up tonight?
Showalter, Gibbs, Sowers. I believe we had French on the end there.
Sure, and Nolan, I mean, obviously, you know, they're getting back there at you guys a little bit there in that second half. And what's kind of the message to you guys there as you're trying to hold on to that lead there? Like, I think they got it down to 8 a couple of times there. So what's kind of the message there you guys trying to hold on to that?
Yeah, I mean, came down to a dogfight. It was really good for us. It was a good test for us. And I was kind of getting the guys together. And I was like, we got to keep calm. We got to stay up. Keep your head up. You know, we got to keep fighting. And then it's getting kind of cocky. You got to bring the guys together. Make sure you're not being dumb or anything. So.
I was saying, Jacob, just kind of talk, obviously, you guys come up with a couple of big stops there late on that one. Just kind of talk about clutch defense here tonight for you guys.
You know, they kind of punched us in the mouth coming out of the halftime there, so we knew we needed to make some big plays to stop them in the backfield, to hold them to what they had.
So obviously, Nolan, you guys didn't play last week. Come back and win on homecoming here for Essex also. I mean, just kind of talk about how big this win is for you guys.
Yeah, it's really big. You know, we start the season off 0-2, and then we go in, we play East Mills, who was really good. We get the win there, then we go on Griswold. We didn't really have much, and then we get that win, so we're on a two-game winning streak, and then we forfeit to Bedford. We don't got much, really thin, and people that were going to be on the field were not really experienced, so we just wanted to keep healthy. Come in this week, get a win, and that's what we did.
So congrats on the win tonight, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, Stanton holds on to it tonight, 54-40. They win over Sidney here tonight. Here with head coach Jeff Grubbin. Obviously, Coach, Sidney made it a little interesting there at the end of that one, but just kind of just give us your initial thoughts and takeaways here from this one.
It was just a great effort by all our kids. You know, we got some people in there. We had some injuries. You know, that's just where we've been all season, and we had a couple guys go down during the game, and other guys filled in. Did a tremendous job. We did some things really well in the beginning, and then at the end there, you know, I tell you what, Braden Godfrey can use a stiff arm. Like I mean, we've seen him in Stanton, but it's a 1,000-yard runner and 1,000-yard rusher. I told the kids I haven't seen anything like that since Alex Wiggum. I mean, that was pretty special. I mean, he played a great game.
I would say, you know, I obviously mentioned the first half. You guys had a 24-0 lead at halftime. Just kind of maybe talk about, you know, what you kind of feel was working there, maybe defensively for you guys in that first half.
Well, defensively, we brought them down. I mean, we made the tackles. The second half we didn't. You know, offensively, I thought in the first half we did some things well, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot. I mean, we got in the end zone a couple other times. We just weren't able to keep the points. Just some little mistakes, and we talked about that at halftime. And we told them at halftime, 24 points. It's 8-man football. It's still anybody's game, and Sidney showed us. I mean, it's never over till it's over, and that's just every chance we had in the second half. Just take a deep breath. We have a lead. It's only a touchdown. We have the lead. Just take care of the football.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Jacob Martin, big night for him out of the backfield. Maybe just, I think it was about almost 170 yards rushing for him. Just kind of talk about what you felt maybe was working really well in that rushing attack for you guys tonight.
Well, he was working hard, and he had good blocking up front. I mean, our line, I'm so proud of the line, the way they fired off and got in their blocks and stayed with their blocks. That's been one thing. We kind of hit a guy and he floats away, but we maintained blocks, I thought, tonight pretty well. Simon Showalter in the backfield, he didn't get to carry the ball much, but he just led the way and just kept pounding his way. And, you know, we had French in there, carry the ball a little bit, and then it just came down to we're just going to ram the thing down the field, and Jacob's just done a fantastic job for us, and he hung on the ball, and that's something that we've been working on him with.
Certainly, obviously, also Nolan helped you guys build that cushion there in that first half. A couple passing touchdowns for him, 3 on the ground also. Just kind of speak to his performance here this evening.
Well, He's elusive. He's fun. He's always coming to the sideline. Hey, let's try this, let's try that. And I let him do that probably one time too many, or I should have just pulled the card on him. He called that pass, and I said, coming back to the sideline, this could be a pick six. I should never have let him do it, but it got picked off and didn't go for six. But he's always looking for a way to beat the other team, and I'm just proud of his leadership in the huddle, helping the kids. You know, as the new ones come in, he's got to get them in the right spot, tell them what their job is, and the team found a way to win. So
you mentioned a little bit, what was kind of the message to you guys there in that second half? You were holding on to that lead. I think they got it down to 8 a couple of times there, but what are you kind of telling you guys there as you're trying to hold on to that late?
Take care of the ball. We needed to start running clock. I mean, that third quarter was crazy. We threw the ball a lot more in the third quarter, and we just had to go back to the ground to run clock because our guys were getting tired. And that's what my other coaches said, we've got to find a way to get the first down, just keep moving the sticks, and run that clock out. And so that's what we did in the fourth quarter, and it turned out on the right side.
And obviously, we didn't play last week. I mean, how kind of big is it for you guys to get a win here? Obviously, Essex homecoming also here tonight. How kind of big is this win for your guys here tonight?
It's a big win. I mean, they the handful we had that could have limped out on the field last week, they wanted to play. It wasn't their decision to make, and that was a tough one as a coach. It was a career first. But honest to goodness, if we would have played a game last week, I don't know that we would have fielded a team this week. And we had guys that were able to play this week and didn't finish the game this week. So it just speaks volumes for the kids that are coming in and play in their place throughout the season. Next week will be a different team again, but it'll be hopefully with the guys that finished the game. So we'll get the reps with those guys, and we'll give our opponent the best we can.
All right, I think kind of in that second half, kind of a pivotal moment was obviously that onside kick there late for Sidney. They were down 8, and Nolan kind of sticks there and takes a big shot. Kind of talk about obviously his commitment there on that play.
He said, "Dad, it was going to get 10 yards." I said, "I know," and so it's the right thing to do. I just questioned, the guy on my sideline. I said, the ball ended up at 9 yards. Why did he get hit? And there were just things that happened. And onside kicks are very dangerous. That guy's got his head down. He's looking at the ball, and other guys are putting their helmet and their shoulders right into that guy. It's a lot to ask. But I just know he's done it a number of times this year where he just said to teams, I got to do it for the team. I got to do it for the team. And so that's where his heart is, and that's where his mind is. And he's just happy to come out with a win. It isn't about anything else. He just wants to win.
So congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.